So in our previous video, we have seen the formula for the nth term of a sequence, right? We have seen the formula for the nth term of a sequence. So what is the formula? Yeah, that is an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, right? This is the formula what we have seen to find the nth term of a sequence. Now in our example, the question is they have given a sequence and they have already told that for the AP, which means it already forms an AP, and by this we can guess that the common difference is same for all, right? In the question itself they have given it forms an AP and they have asked us to find A. A is nothing but our first term, right? We must find the first term and they have asked to find the common difference, right? We must find the common difference and the first term from this sequence, right? So the first term here will always be the first term in our sequence, right? A is equal to 3 by 2, right? This is our solution. A is equal to 3 by 2 and now they have asked to find the common difference. So for common difference what we need to do, this is our T1, right, and this is our T2. So T2 minus T1, right? So T2 is 1 by 2 minus T1 is 3 by 2, so which is equal to minus 2 by 2, which is equal to minus 1, right? So let us again verify by subtracting T3 minus T2, right? So T3 is minus 1 by 2 minus of, and T2 is 1 by 2. So it will become minus 2 by 2, which will again give a sequence of minus 1, right? So therefore the common difference is nothing but minus 1. So the first term is 3 by 2 and the common difference is minus 1. So let me just highlight the answer. It's a good practice to highlight the answer, right? So yeah, so the answer is 3 by 2 and minus 1. Similarly, let us solve the second question. So the heading is which of the following list of numbers form an AP? So here they are asking if the sequence form an AP or not. If they form an AP, write the next two terms. So if they form an AP, we must write the next two terms. If they don't form an AP, just simply write it as it doesn't form an AP. Fine. So it is a good practice to write first what they have given in the solution, what they have given in the question. So our first question is 4, 10, 16 and 22. So as per our Tn or An formula, we can simply write our nth term A plus n minus 1 into d, but I think this is not required in this question because they are just asking us to prove if it is an AP and find the next two terms. So this formula is anyways not required for this simple question. So our first term here will be A, which is nothing but 4, and now we need to find the common difference, right? So this is our term 1, term 2 and term 3. So we'll go with T2 minus T1, right? So that is our 10 minus 4, which will give us 6. Similarly, we'll just verify by T3 minus T2, which is 16 minus 10, which will again give us 6. So the common difference D is equal to 6. Since the common difference is 6, which is same at all terms, therefore it forms an AP, right? So our statement will be like, therefore the sequence forms an AP. Therefore it forms an arithmetic progression. And what they have asked to find the next two terms. So simply what we can do is, this is T4, right? So what we can do is T5 is equal to 22 plus 6, which is equal to 28. Similarly, T6 is equal to 28 plus 6, which is equal to 34. Therefore the next two terms are 28 and 34. So let us again highlight our answer because it is a good practice to highlight. Yeah, so the answers are 28 and 34 for the next two terms. Similarly, they have asked to find whether 111, 222, 333 forms an AP or it doesn't forms an AP, right? Forms an AP or it doesn't forms an AP. So what can we do? We can again write the given. So before we start the solution, write what is given in the question. So given, they have given the first term, that is 1, and now we need to find the common difference, right? So from the common difference, what we can tell, we can just take it as T1, T2, T3, T4, right? So we'll take T2, T3 and T4, okay? So T3 minus T2, which is equal to 1 minus 1, which is equal to 0. Now I will take T4 minus T3. So that is 2 minus 1, which is equal to 1. 0 is not equal to 1, therefore it doesn't form an AP, right? So our solution will be very simple. Write A1, A is which is equal to 1, find the common difference, and therefore since the common difference are not same, what we can do, we can just conclude by saying that it doesn't form an AP, right? It doesn't form an AP. So this is our solution. Again, just highlight 0 and 0 not equal to 1, and similarly highlight this. So the answer is done. Now let's see our next question. Now in this question, what have they asked? They have asked find the 10th term of the AP 2, 7 and 12. So let's do first thing of writing an AP, right? So just write the solution and then given, right? So what's given? So they have given that we must find the 10th term, that is we must find T10, and they have given us AP. So the AP is 2, 7 and 12. So since they have asked to write the 10th term, we'll just go with our formula, because that is easy way to find the 10th term rather than finding all the sequence, adding difference between them. It takes a long time, right? So now we know that, right? We know that the formula for Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D, right? So now let us write A is equal to, what is A? A is 2. Then what is the common difference? Let's write it in the working area. Let our right side be our working area, okay? So this is our working area. So T2 minus T1, T2 minus T1, which is equal to 7 minus 2, which is equal to 5. So the common difference is 5. Now let us write the solution. So T10 is equal to A. A is nothing but 2 plus they are asking to find n, or that is 10, right? N is our 10 minus 1. D is nothing but 5, which is equal to 2 plus 10 minus 1 is 9 into 5, which is equal to 2 plus 5 nines are 45, which is equal to 45 plus 2 is 47. So the 10th term of the given sequence is 47, right? Highlight the answer, your work is done. The answer for T10 is 47. Similarly, let us solve another example. This will be a little different one, okay? So in this question, they have asked to find the AP. So they have given the AP. So let me write as we read the question. So in the solution, the first step always is to write the given data. So the sequence here is 21, 18 and 15. And now they are asking to find which term of the AP will have the value as 81. So Tn is equal to minus 81. And also, is there any term 0? So again, Tn is equal to 0. So these are the things which we need to find from this question. So again, A is equal to 21 here, right? And then the common difference again, that is T2 minus T1 which is equal to 18 minus 21, which is equal to minus 3. Right, now let us write our formula first, that is Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, right? So this is our formula. So Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now let us substitute the values which we have into this formula. Now they have given us the first Tn value, that is minus 81. So we can write it as minus 81 is equal to, first term is our 21, right? So 21 plus n we don't know, minus 1, and then d. d is nothing but minus 3. So let me simplify this. Minus 81 is equal to 21 plus minus 3n plus 3, right? So when I solve this, I get it as minus 81 is equal to 21 plus 3, which will give me 22, which will give me 24 minus 3n. Okay, so when I shift this, I get it as minus 105 is equal to minus 3n, where we can cancel minus and minus. Therefore n is equal to 105 divided by 3, which will give me the answer as 35, right? 3 1s are, 3 3s are, and 3 5s are. So I get it as 35. So we got our first answer. Tn is equal to 35 will give us minus 81. Okay, so T of 35 is equal to minus 81. Fine. Now they are asking us to find any term which has 0. So again, substitute the given values in the formula, that is 0 is equal to, right? Tn, we don't know Tn, therefore it will be 0. 0 is equal to a is 21 plus, we don't know the n value, n minus 1 into d is minus 3, right? So again 0 is equal to 21 minus 3n plus 3, again 0 is equal to 24 minus 3n. When we equate, we get 24 is equal to 3n. n is equal to 24 by 3, right? So 3 1s are, 3 8s are, therefore n is equal to 8. So we got the second sub answer also. So therefore we get sum as minus 81 for 35, the value would be minus 81, and we get 0 for the term T8, right? So we get 0 for the term T8. So similarly, let's see the next question. This is a quite interesting one. So in this question, they have asked us to determine the sum, determine the AP whose third term is 5 and the seventh term is 9. So this is a bit tricky question, but it will be very simple if we solve it. So the first thing is always write the solution and then the given data, right? So from the given data we can tell the sum T3 is 5, right? T3 is 5. Therefore, what can we do? We can write T3 is equal to 5, and similarly T7 is 9. T7 is equal to 9. So we know the nth term formula, that is Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, right? A plus n minus 1 into d. Now what we can do is we can convert this T3 to this formula, right? How? That is a plus, we know the n value, that is 3. So 3 minus 1 can be written as 2 into d, which is equal to 5. And this will be our equation 1. Similarly, we can convert this T7 also. So T7 can be written as A plus 7 minus 1 is 6. 6D is equal to 9. This is our equation. Now by our simultaneous equation form, since these are in simultaneous equation form, we can solve this very easily, right? So let us write our equation 1, that is A plus 2D is equal to 5, and then the second equation, that is A plus 6D, which is equal to 9, right? So now plus will change to minus, and the plus and minus get cancelled, and 2D minus 6D will give us minus 4D, which is equal to 5 minus 9, which will give us minus 4, right? So again minus and minus get cancelled. D is equal to 4 by 4, therefore D is equal to 1, right? So we got the common difference, which is 1. Now we can determine the AP. Substitute the value of D in any one of the equations. So let me consider equation 1, right? Consider equation 1. So A plus 2 into 1, which is equal to 5, right? Then again A plus 3 is A plus 2 is equal to 5. Therefore A is equal to 5 minus 2, A is equal to 3. So our first term is 3. Now let me find the second term. Second term is nothing but adding the difference, right? So our first term A is equal to 3. Similarly, our second term A1, A2 can be 3 plus 1, which is 4. Similarly, our third term A3 can be as 4 plus 1, that is 5. So therefore the AP is 3, 4, 5, it goes on up to n. So this is the solution for this question. Now our last step is just to highlight the answer, right? Just highlight, yeah, then this is our answer. Highlight the first term and the common difference. Here we are done with this solution. So in the upcoming videos we will be solving all the exercise problems, but before that we also have another topic, that is sum of nth term. So we'll just have an introduction for that, and after that we'll be going with our exercise problem. Till then, stay connected.